I mean, gotta try something new. Oh, what was I looking for? This is what I'm looking for. Aha, now I can see what's going on. Set the phone right there. Start cooking some food. Oh, I forgot to take that off. All right, just a quick rinse. Like you do it 100 times, but the one time you try to do it live, it doesn't go the way you think it will. Go there, there,
What are you doing? Scared yourself?
and there. Put those off to the side. Make some veggie broth later.
You scared yourself.
Huh?
Talk to your dog.
Oh.
There's a box moved while she was eating it. I think she scared herself.
Oh. Come on. Flatten out. There we go. Get the veggies ready. And no, I do not have any master techniques. It's all chopped up. Kind of even. They don't have to be. They're all going to go in the sauce anyway. As long as they're close. Save that for later. Hold on to these because that looks like it's plenty. All right. Gotta have the scrap bag because you can put all this stuff in there that you don't use. And probably tomorrow I think I'll make broth because this bag's almost full.
Yeah.
Throw that in the freezer and we can keep using it. So we're gonna do just basic sauce for the lasagna. So just a little onion, pepper, meat, seasonings. Not going crazy fancy because a lot of times the simpler sauce is the better one. Plus, I mean, not everybody likes doing the carrots and celery and all that stuff in their lasagna like you usually see on all the cool cooking shows. I only need about half of this onion. Ooh, it is strong. Starting to feel it. The eyes is starting to water. Throw that in our little pan here with... Come on, get off there. Peppers. And a nice little wipe down. Alright, so... And yes, I know I have my bag, but I have way so much onion in it that it would basically be onion broth at this point. So, I'll throw it away. Alright, so we got those. I'm trying to figure out how the best way is going to be to get the camera over by the stove. I don't think I have an easy way to do it. So, let me do this. Most of my cooking is done in cast iron, so we're just going to give it a nice little drizzle of some olive oil. Set this back up on the stove top so it can heat up. Probably should have done that about 5 minutes ago before I started doing this part, because, you know, that would have made sense. Give the cutting board a quick little rinse. Just because in that way, if there's any of the, you know, pepper seeds or onion paper, get it all off of there. And since we have to kind of wait for that part to get going, go ahead and slice up our mozzarella. So I'm just doing two balls of mozzarella. Come on, if I can find where to open this one. Oh, it's sealed on that side, that's why. There it is. Come on. There we go. Did not want to come open. Oh, I did not wipe that off last time. There we go. That's better. One of my favorite tools ever. The cheese slicer. Let's get some nice thin slices on this. I don't think it matters which direction you go as far as... Oops, that was not a very good slice. Oh, well, it doesn't really matter. It all melts the same. The big thing, though, is not to make them too thick. Because when you throw them on your noodles, you want them to actually melt. That one came out kind of goofy. Here, we'll go. Since we're getting down towards the end, it might be a little bit easier. Plus, we can use this to kind of fill in the little spaces in the other ones. And again, it does not have to be anywhere near perfect for what we're doing because it's all going to melt together anyway. Get that out of the way. All right, like I said, doesn't have to be perfect. Smells like the oil's about ready for the veggies. Get this stuff out of the way first. All right. Almost there. Just want to get nice and hot. So, we'll wait on that. Let's throw this in another little dish. Get that out of the way. Yo, how's it going? All right, oil's nice and ready. So, what we're going to do first is we're going to get the veggies ready, and then we'll throw the meat in. No salt or anything yet. And I say yet because it's going to happen here in a few minutes. Want to let them get a little bit warm first. Oh yeah, where'd you get the pho and fried rice from? You know what? Let's use Mickey tonight. Or let's drop Mickey. One of the two. Oh, gotcha. So when I'm back this far away, does it still sound decent to you? I mean, I keep seeing it jump up into the red, so I'm going to turn my gain down just a little bit. Maybe that'll help. All right, veggies are almost warm. So for this one, we're just going to do some ground turkey because, you know, you can use beef, you can do turkey, you can do chicken, you can do like a mixture of beef and pork, which is pretty traditional. We do a lot of ground turkey, so that's what I'm going with. And the downside is we're basically just sitting and waiting for a moment for the veggies to get to a point where we can throw some seasonings on them. Then we'll start getting the meat ready. Thought about doing all this in like the Instant Pot just because we have one. And thought, you know what, it'd be kind of cool to make my sauce in there, but then what are people going to see? They're just going to look at the top of the lid. Like, yep, it's in there. Lid's closed. I could point it at the timer. Put the camera right there. You can see the timer. Let me know when it's ready. I'll go do something else for a little while. Alright, they're getting there. Getting close. Trying to think what else I can be doing in the meantime, because it's really the prep piece that's going on right now. Oh, you know what? That's the other thing I was going to do. So we're going to do crescent rolls, but they don't take crazy long to cook. And they're like, I don't want to cook them before I cook the lasagna, so we'll hold off for the minute. We'll do those at the end. All right. So the other big ones we're going to need. We need to have some tomato sauce, some diced tomatoes, tomato paste. Alright, so now that the veggies are getting close, let's get the other pan going. About medium-ish. Give it some olive oil. Onions are starting to get a little translucent, so almost done that part. But we're going to need these next, so get our diced tomatoes done. Come on, get off there. There we go. Where did my drainer go? There it is. Get the can drainer. Diced tomatoes ready. I don't think we need that anymore. Where'd my Mickey hand go? There it is. So our veggies, kind of hard to see, but the onions are starting to get a little more clear. So we're going to go ahead and give it some tomato paste. This is always the one that I hate doing the most because it's such a pain to get tomato paste out sometimes. But you want to do it while everything's nice and hot because then the paste almost literally just melts. Go ahead and put this back on the heat. Stir that in. Alright, so again, it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be enough that it's kind of blended in with some of the veggies. And we'll get our tomato sauce, throw that in next. good stir to get everything all together. Alright. So I could use your help if you'd like. Unless you're in the middle of something.
Oh, I was just watching something on Instagram.
Oh.
No, not that important.
I'm gonna start browning meat is all. While I'm working on the sauce. If you would, please.
Lose my phone.
Hi.
About to put it up there and like I will lose my phone. I'm leaving plain sight.
Oh, I thought I had it on medium, which
Yeah, but it's going really fast.
alright. So now, let's throw some seasonings together to go into our sauce. Thai seasoning, crushed red pepper, and again, I don't go crazy on a lot of the seasonings, but there is actually quite a few of them, just not a ton of each one. All right, let's take these. Grab a little dish. What's that?
Sauce is spitting.
All right, drop it down. Okay. So we've got some rosemary. Just a little sprinkle. It doesn't take a lot.
This meat's pretty much done.
Oh wow, that was quick.
That's what I was telling you.
Crushed red pepper. Do some garlic.
I'm gonna turn it down as well.
That's fine. It's gonna go in the sauce here in a moment anyway. A little bit of rosemary. Not. Oop, that was not cool. That's all I was looking for. A little bit of some celery salt.
Turn it off, but it's still hot.
That's fine. I'm gonna move it over in just a second.
I'm gonna do that to both because they're just
And a little bit of pre-made Italian. So yeah, so for a full thing of it. Bring that over here. It's not too terribly crazy, I don't think. Oh, you mean the one that's right here? Mike saying he doesn't see beer anywhere. It's because it was off to the side.
I need to like put it in the background or something.
When I get sponsorships from beer companies, we'll put it in the background.
I'll make a display for it.
Heck yeah. All right, so get our seasonings in there. Toss it back on the stove for a little bit. Let it kind of simmer out a little bit more. Huh? Right there on top of the.
No, I was trying to take her out. I didn't see any of the stuff.
Is Zach out with Sora?
Must be. But their door was closed, so that's why I assumed that they must have snuck out when I was looking.
All right, so we got those going. Mike says hi.
Hi, Mike. What's Rowan doing?
It takes him a moment. It's about a 20-second delay from when we talk and when he sees it.
I was just saying, what's Rowan doing?
Yes, where is Rowboat? She was helping us play Call of Duty earlier. It's kind of fun. All right, so now go ahead and put some of this stuff back away. And let's do this. Let's go ahead and we're going to get some salt and pepper. Don't want a ton, but need enough. Give it a nice good stir. And then we have this like Himalayan smoked sea salt. It was actually pretty good and stuff, so I'm gonna throw some of that in there just cause. Alright, so move the beer out of the way for just a second. Well, I know he's been doing like a bunch of stuff basically on Periscope, the Twitter thing. So there it is without any meat in it yet. Just let that simmer down for a bit, kind of thicken up a little bit more, and then we'll put the meat in. Since the meat got cooked a lot faster than I thought it was going to. Yeah, last I've seen his stuff, it's all been on the Periscope stuff on Twitter. The new Twitter Reels thing or whatever they do now is where he's been doing it all, I guess. I don't know. Have you seen much with Doug Loves Movies?
I follow him on Instagram and he does shows every, twice a week.
Yeah, I think he's doing them all live on the different social medias.
Well, he's got his podcast, and I follow him on Instagram, and he just posted something today.
Hmm.
I can listen to it.
I was asking because all the podcasts turn into Doug Minds.
Huh?
Doug Minds? I don't know what that is.
I've never heard that. I know he's got a lot of stuff behind on Patreon, but that's his other show. I don't know what Duck Lines is. I was just on Instagram, and he posted who's on the new episode.
So yeah, there you go. I haven't watched a whole lot of them lately, so or listened to them. I mean,
Drive.
huh?
It's because I drive to work.
Yeah. So there is a method to my madness of not putting the meat in quite yet. What we're going to do is, after that's gone down a little bit, just kind of waiting for it to get a little bit thicker. I put a layer of the sauce down below. Hey, I guess welcome to the stream. Trying my first cooking stream, seeing how it's going. But if you take the sauce before you put the meat in it, and get your pan. And just kind of do some of your sauce first to go underneath everything. Just kind of make sure so that way when you put your noodles down, they've got something to lay on. They don't stick to the bottom of the pan. Alright, so now that we got that much done, keep forgetting to grab my thing. Let's go ahead and add our meat. Oh, first drain your meat. It's going to make the sauce a little bit extra liquidy, and we don't want that. All right. Get the pan with a little bit of water. Let's mix this up and get it back on the oven. Yep. Thought I'd give a food making stream once, see how it goes. See if I want to do it in the future. I like making food. See if we can get some other people involved and go from there. Plus it gives me a chance to use my laptop as a streaming device so I can see how well it works. Come on. The downside to my kitchen though is I don't have an easy way to do this on the stovetop, so I have to pull everything off so you guys can see what I'm doing and then put it back on the heat for a little bit, which, I mean, in reality, it doesn't hurt anything. Everything still stays nice and hot while I'm doing this because it's not out for very long and it's in cast iron. So, because today is my birthday, so that's why I'm doing a birthday stream. Alright, meat sauce is starting to look pretty good. So I'm going to throw it back on the stovetop for a few minutes. Just go ahead and set that in there. Thank you. I think we could find a way to put a camera like right above the oven over there, like hanging off of the fridge. I'll do that. And then that way I can do more of these because this is actually kind of fun. Alright, so until I learn how to make my own noodles. You did. Dude, we got to do some more of those. But as I was saying about the noodles, so we've got members of the family that are, have to do the gluten-free stuff. So, gluten-free, ready to go. All you have to do, drop them in here. And you just want to make sure that they're always touching sauce on both sides. So then that way, they will cook all the way through. And you can take them like, we got like right here. I want to try this. I don't know if this is going to work or not. I want to try something real quick. I can use one of these as a test. But somebody else told me that they were doing this with dry noodles. There it is. But I don't think it works. I think if you try doing this, it's going to crack. Yeah, see, it's cracking. Yeah, it was a food hack. They lied.
It's on TikTok. It's a lie.
Yeah, if it's on TikTok, it's a lie.
I heard that somewhere, and I'm like, yes. That is very
All right, so guess we won't do that part. All right, well, this is doing its thing. I gotta clean out my other cast iron so that way it doesn't have issues.
Rubbers. Come on. Come on.
Give our sauce a little stir here first.
There you go. She's like, you okay? You want that cook on his screen. And then you know when dinner's done.
I was gonna log out and see how much longer.
What?
I was gonna log out and ask how much
Oh,
longer.
well, she can watch it, and she know when dinner's done.
I mean, I haven't even thrown it in the oven, and once it goes in the oven, it's got like 30 minutes, so
Right.
I'm still waiting for the sauce to finish. And then I can finish assembling. So.
Ducking away from the camera. Cannot see my face. Oh.
It's a whole family affair now.
Huh?
So it's a whole family affair now. Your mom was in here helping me cook a little bit ago.
Yeah, but no one can see my face.
Yeah. You haven't grabbed the I haven't grabbed the homebrew yet. That's gonna be next. We are Saturday night. If I know this kind of setup works, I'm thinking Saturday because we're gonna brew a Belgian strong golden ale. I might have to do that too on stream. All right, how are we looking over here? Okay, so that's just about done. So let's go ahead and mix up our cheeses. Ricotta cultures everywhere. Grab another bowl here for this. Ooh, the Mickey bowl. So I just take the whole tub, drop that in. Just a basic Italian blended cheese. It's got like, what is this one? Provolone, Romano, mozzarella, Fontina, and Asiago. There's the thing. Couldn't find the little lip. And even then it didn't work. Alright, fine. You have forced my hand. when you don't want to open, I'll make my own. So I'm one of those, I like mine cheesy. So let's take our ricotta and our blend of cheeses here. I guess you can see it there. Just a handful, maybe a little bit more. And then just get a regular fork. I'm just going to mix that all up so that you kind of get the ricotta with the other stuff all together. And it usually is pretty easy to do. Ricotta is not very strong, very hard cheese at all. All right, sounds like our meat sauce is just about finished. So let's go ahead and bring it back over. That set up. Well,
Almost dented this can. Which we're on right now.
I'm trying to get the sauce to thicken up a little bit more than what it is without having to add more tomato paste.
Ah.
It's getting close.
It's getting there.
Thought it was ready, but it's close.
See, I'm curious about the noodles. How they're gonna taste.
They're your gluten-free, no bake noodle or straight bake. So,
Okay.
hey, Melody, welcome.
That's my friend.
Oh, is it?
I was talking about how you're streaming.
Oh, well, hi.
She's one of the ones I put back up with on our giant server.
I don't know, Rogue. I think that's something you would say. All right, I think we're good. I think that shows up good. So the way that these noodles work, you do have to give them just a little bit of sauce first. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. Let's do it this way. Let's go ahead. Let's just cake it on. We got plenty of sauce. And then we're going to take our ricotta mixture here. Just kind of drizzle it on. You don't have to like spread it out and cover everything. Just get it kind of close. A little bit more here in the middle. Hey, welcome from Turkey. And no, I have not ever cooked that. Is it lamakun? Sounds interesting. I have to look it up. All right, just gonna lay out our mozzarella here, kind of, you know, everywhere. I think I'm gonna have some extra cheese when I'm done. By like a lot. And then because of these noodles, you have to put a little more sauce right on top of the cheese. So that's why I didn't want to go too high up with the first layer. Alright, and I think we're going to go crosswise this time. And then I know it's going to look funny, but... And yeah, they can overlap a little bit It's not going to hurt anything. But we're going to take this and we're going to fill in kind of off to the sides a little bit here. Because I don't know about you guys, but I kind of like mine extra saucy too. So fill that in. And we've got enough to do one more layer right on top. So, just like before, a little bit of sauce. Yeah, I will definitely have to look that up. Let's go with the mozzarella this time first instead of the ricotta mix. I want to make sure I have enough mozzarella to throw on the very top when we're about done. So to use up all these little smaller ones, we are perfect. More of our ricotta mix. And this time we're going to go heavy on it. We're going to finish it off right here. Because, one, I don't want to have any left over. And two, we're on our top layer. So, we're going to do one more row of noodles. A little bit more sauce on top of that. A little bit more mozzarella on top of that, cover it up, and then it goes into the oven for about 30 minutes or so. And during that time, let's sit and chat. Alright. So it's kind of enough sauce for the noodles to sit on. It'll spread out as it cooks, so it's not a big deal that it's not all over the place. And then with this top layer, before I forget, because I did put it away and I didn't mean to, a little bit more Italian seasoning just right here on this top layer. A little dusting, nothing major. Just enough you can see kind of those herbs when you look at the cheese. Alright. Wow, we had more noodles than I thought we did. I did not need to buy 2 of them. I thought I needed 2 packs of noodles. Apparently that is not the case. Alright, so we're just going to finish off the last of our sauce. And this one, we are going to try and get it covered as much as possible with what was left. Yeah, there's going to be a little bit of a gap, but it won't be too bad. Alright, thank you for the follow. As it baby shot me down, we're just going to kind of put this kind of everywhere. And then take our Italian cheese blend here. All those aforementioned ones. Just, you know, cover it kind of like you would a pizza. Because, I mean, it's the way it's going to cook. And there it is. It is now ready for the oven. So the oven's been preheated to 425 because that's what this thing says it needs to go. And then, yeah, it's going to go in for about 40 minutes, it looks like. I thought it was only 30, but it's saying 40, so get some foil. Hope you don't drop the foil. Can you guys all tell this is my first time doing this? I mean, streaming it anyway. you want to, be involved.
Yeah.
Well, I'm done. So. Hey Google, set a timer for 40 minutes. All right. Well, there it is. There's how to assemble lasagna.
You're doing like a how-to tutorial.
Yeah, why not? Last thing to do is clean up and then, enjoy it when it comes out here in a little bit. So, since there's not really much more to show while I'm letting it cook in the oven, we'll go ahead and call it good for now. And if you guys want to come back in about an hour, I'll show you the end result.